What's up? You're watching LaxFactor Lacrosse Film Review, and today is for the defenders. We're going to watch Cornell against Yale in the Ivy League Finals, and we're going to go through what Cornell did to neutralize Yale's high-powered offense. They let Ben Reeves run wild still, but they pretty much shut everybody else down, and we're going to go through how they did that. All right, on this first play here, we're going to see Jackson Morrill going against Pulver. Pulver's going to get hung up, and you're going to see here, it doesn't look like he needed to. Right there, it looks like Pulver could have pretty easily followed Morrill back to the cage, and repeatedly throughout the day, Pulver almost chooses to get hung up. And you can see right there, now he's hung up. The other thing you're going to see throughout this film is you're going to see every time Yale hangs somebody up, they end up bringing a guy down goal line extended, and they run a little bit of a two-man game pick. So we'll see that also. Here comes the pick. And all day, for the most part, Cornell is going to slide adjacent. And what I mean by that is here is one man and here is the other. And you'll see them switch on picks quite a bit. You'll see them just slide adjacent a little bit. But what's going to happen is Morrill's going to get the high side here after this pick. So this midi is going to jump out, pick Morrill up, and this defender is simply going to turn around and pick up the man who picked him, the other guy's man. So boom, and now you see they recover. So the midi stayed here. This pole is now going to come back here. Just a basic adjacent slide, a quick switch of the two men. Now here, you see as Morrill started trying to come underneath a little bit, they're starting to get ready. This guy's getting ready to go adjacent, and you can see this guy here is getting ready. So if Morrill were to beat his man on this side, the way Cornell played this most of the day, they would be coming here, and then one of these two men would end up kind of bumping over to help with Gaudet here. And you can see this man here is already sloughing down. So this defender here, his man's out here, but he's down covering the backside crease. This defender here, that's actually his man. You can see he's kind of marking him, and he's getting ready to help as well. So there goes the slide. So I was wrong. The slide did come from the crease on the opposite side. Here it comes. It gets there, and then what happens is once the slide comes, you're going to see this midfielder retreat back, and he's going to what we call find one. He's going to go back and try to find a man on the crease so everybody can recover. He'll find somebody, one of these two, and then this man here will end up back out recovering, so we'll watch as they recover. You see they communicated, they pointed, everybody has a man. That's a simple help and recover, slide and recover, go and recover. See it again here. There he goes. You can see this midi, or this defender and this defender are both what we call sloughing in to try to help the crease man because this guy's leaving his man to slide. There's the slide. You see the midi already turn his head. And now the midi who got beat is heading back to the crease. And you can even see this pole here telling him that's your man. Communication is key. A lot of times the guys might not know where to go, so the defenders will end up pointing, hey, this is your guy. Excellent recovery. Now everybody's got a man. Okay, so at this point, we're going to see our first double team on Reeves. And during the days, sometimes they would double Reeves and sometimes they wouldn't double Reeves. And it was odd. It was hard to tell when they were doing it on purpose and when it was just the help didn't realize that they needed to get there. So we're going to see Reeves come up the left. A lot of two-man game at goal line extended initiated where they're setting the screens for Reeves in these spots here. So you're going to see Reeves come up and you're going to see the help come hard. Adjacent help. He's off. He's turning his back, and here's the double team. And the benefit of how Cornell did this, anytime they doubled like this, they double hard. Both guys are going. They're trying to box Reeves in. They're trying to stay on his hands so that he can't just pick them apart. One of Reeves' strengths is passing over the top across field. So they're trying to take that away by simply, when they rush him, bum rushing him hard. You see, they beat him, they force him to turn. This is going to give the defender time to recover. So what you're going to see here is this guy's going to come up because he sees he's not there yet, and then this guy's going to come to the crease and everyone's going to match up. And they've been sliding like crazy. They haven't missed a slide yet, and here you're going to see them miss their first slide, and they miss it bad. So at this stage already, they would have had someone go. So probably the way they had been sliding, it was one of these two guys' responsibility. And you can see he's face guarding the crease right here. This guy's obviously not going to leave Gaudet here, not at least without knowing that his backup is down there. So I'm not privy to the scheme that they're running that day. I just know that there was lots of options. This guy could have gone. Let me clear that out. This guy could have gone, and he would have simply had this guy help him. But obviously what Reeves would have done if that happened, it was simply pop that over the top. And you can see we've got a shooter right here already. But right there, you see Reeves just stick it. Nobody goes. Reeves turns around, and he buries it. And you can see everyone's looking. No one even attempted to go. So sometimes that's by design. It's called putting a guy on an island, meaning you know that Reeves, if you do go on Reeves, he's just going to throw it over the top in this scenario. And we'd seen him do this against Albany pretty badly when he scorched Albany. So they don't go. They tell this man here, you're stuck. You have to guard him by yourself. Everyone else is going to stay on their assignments, and we're going to make Reeves beat us. And in this case, he does. All right, let's watch the next sequence. Got a dodge to the middle, and you're going to see the slide is already coming right here, and he's going to come up hard. You're going to see this midi replace. There's the slide. There's the midi. You can even see this pole kind of tapped at this guy, letting the midfielder know who he had, and now he's going to go back. What they really needed was for Morrill to come around hard here on this, and he didn't. All right, so let's watch this sequence. We're going to see what we'd call a show of help. And in this case here, in both of the cases I'm going to show you, the show of help is enough to cause the player that's dodging to back out of their dodge. So let's give it a look here. All right, so there was the help. He kind of had him in an area right here where it looked like he could have pressed into this angle a little bit more, but you see the help is here. That's the one slide, and you can see this defender here, Pulver, would have been the two slide, and you can see these middies down here kind of helping Pulver out. So had the one slide gone and had he committed here, Pulver would have been responsible for Reeves out back. That doesn't happen, though. You see the Dodger bails on his dodge. He's going to give it up to Reeves. Reeves' man is able to recover. Now what you see, though, is another dodge. And we're going to see the dodge down here, but you see how everybody's ready to help. This midfielder, or this defender, is ready to go. He's got a stick here, but he's watching. He's ready. We got the adjacent who's in and ready. Everybody down this line, they're all watching. This man here is being left because he's not much of a threat. So this guy can come in and kind of help here. It's getting sloppy. Let's watch it again. We see really good defense as this defender kind of protects this area here. When you're guarding a guy who's trying to dodge in this wing area here, your goal is to stay on this shoulder here and make sure that you're pushing them and you're not giving them anything on the inside or on your high side. In this case, we're going to see him overplay it a little bit, and we're going to see the fact that the help is showing causes him to not go. Right there. That is getting scorched on goal line extended right here. Normally, if the help wasn't there, he's going to come right into here, and that's a quick little goal. What happens, though, is he sees that the one slide is here, so the help is there. He sees that the two slide is here, so he's going to be responsible for there. So we've got the two main threats at X bottled up. Now we've got Gaudet's guy hanging tight, so he's covering Gaudet. We have the midfielder whose responsibility is here. He's sloughed in, and he's going to jack up Morrill, and everybody's pretty much covered. So even if he had tried to come on the inside, as we saw here, everybody else was covered. He had nowhere to go with the ball, and he was going to get beat on if he had taken it. He doesn't. Excellent recovery, and now everyone simply goes back. Now the guy who was sloughing in watching the backside of the crease, he can start coming back out to his man. This guy can release back out to his. Everybody's happy. And then frustration sets in. He realizes he missed the first opportunity. He ends up taking a terrible shot. And as we watch this play pan out, Cornell ball going the other way. All right, what we're going to see here is about a 40-second segment where they just play ridiculously good D. And it's nothing special. It's just they play good at-home D. They show the help is there where they need to. And it causes Yale to just be less aggressive than they normally are. So right here, you see Reeves did kind of get the high side a little bit on this defender, and normally with Reeves, he loves attacking in this space here, but the defender showed help. Reeves can see, boom, I see you're looking at me and you're adjacent. Reeves can also see he's got nothing here because he's got men bottled up in here, so he can't free any of these three guys up. So he's just going to stop. So that causes Reeves automatically to be less aggressive in his dodge. Ball's going to come over here. We're going to see the defender take a good angle. He's going to be riding this shoulder of the offensive player down into this area here. He does that well. And now as he comes back up, he's going to come back up and try to run with him and then eventually try to kind of stay even with him on a plane in this area here. Excellent defense, causes him to give it up and go back down the line. We'll see same thing on this side. This defender is going to ride that shoulder, and he's going to ride that midfielder down into this area. Gives him a little slap. And boom, just like before, he actually beats him. But what happens? The pole is ready to go. We've got help here to try to neutralize this guy. We've got help on the backside to try to neutralize Gaudet. And this guy's head is turned and he's watching too. So just the fact that this attacker here now knows that everybody's ready to help, he wants none of it. And then they converge and they beat on him, make him fall down. Now, sadly, after playing all that excellent defense, Ben Reeves is still Ben Reeves. So we're going to see here, no matter how much help they gave, in this scenario here, you would think adjacent should go. So obviously, that midfielder needs to come down and stop Reeves, and this guy's just going to try to shade his backside as they've been doing. That doesn't happen. The midi doesn't go, and I'm not sure why, and Reeves buries that. So they play excellent defense, but that one time that the help doesn't come, and I mean, it would have been that at this point, this guy could have just got down here and just tried to blast him off that line. Instead, Reeves just gets to take this line, even change hands and buries it. And you could see here, if this midi had been even just a little bit more aggressive in helping, Reeves doesn't get to bring that stick over into his left and stick that from a better angle. Didn't happen though. Okay, this is going to be another one of those scenarios where they just don't help. Quick two-man game. Nobody even got picked. This is just where Reeves is just fast due to his frame. Help once again does not come. And once again, look who's here. Gaudet's right there. And we've got, I believe this is Tigh probably up top here. I'm not 100% sure. I can't see. But the help doesn't come again, and Reeves just sticks it around that corner. Here, we're going to see Reeves go down the right. We're going to see the slide come as it should. Everybody recovers, and everyone's happy. There it comes right away. The help is coming from the backside crease. Everybody else is covered. We've got this guy here. He's splitting the two backside men. So he is now responsible for both guys because he's on the backside. And we've got a defender out here also who you're going to see start to crash in to try to help. But boom, everybody recovered. You're going to see this pole even is going to make it back over to his man. But look who's waiting. This guy's waiting to go. Oh, so they are going to switch. I was wondering if they were going to do that. So what happened when Reeves bumps it over here because he had two men on him, this guy who was waiting, he's now going to come back and take that man's responsibility, and then he's going to cover the crease. So they just passed the men along, and everybody is now recovered. You'll see this midi who was sloughing down. He's now going to be able to come back out and break down on his man. All right, this is going to be a weird sequence, but right off the bat, we're going to see Reeves smoke it. Boom. That pick worked. This midi here, he misplays this. He should have stepped up and hedged that pick and taken Reeves off his line. He's just going to hang here like a dunce and let Reeves get into here and get a shot off in one of his favorite spots. See, he didn't try to hedge that pick at all. So Reeves, hands free, time and room. That's normally a goal for Reeves. But Knight, you can see right here, I paused that perfectly. That ball is right here. Knight was seeing the ball incredible all day. He is on that. Save. And Reeves is going to get the ball back. And here's trouble. All of that perfect defense. And once again, the help doesn't come. Reeves just keeps scorching them up this side. And it's why I almost think that it's by design, because they're not even looking to come. You would think that part of the game plan would be every time Reeves gets the ball, let's know who's hot. And every time Reeves gets the ball in these areas here, nobody knew who was hot and nobody went. Reeves, here comes the double. And what happens is they're going to lose containment, to use a football term. You can see this guy's properly on Reeves' back shoulder, but when Reeves comes out of this, they're going to lose containment. Oh my goodness. So containment is lost. He's not really hurrying all that much to get back to the crease, which he should have done. And this is Reeves' strength passing over the top. He does so, and this is where your goalie being on fire helps. Just robbed it. And that was an excellent shot. That was off stick high within 10 yards, 11 yards, and Knight just made an incredible save on that. See, Reeves kind of got a step there, and I don't know why the defender chose the hang up there. As is the deal all day, they're going to come down and set this pick, and they're going to try to get tricky here. And it doesn't work out for him. All right, here we are just going to see a little alley dodge down this side. It's going to be just well defended. And once again, well defended in the sense that he was technically beat as he brought the ball down, but the help showed. So he sees the help is here. So even if he did continue to go, he was going to get beat on. He sees that the backside help is down. These two guys are hanging out. So it's really a big spacing problem. Sessa should have been down in here a little bit more, which would have forced these guys to be a little more honest. But it's too easy. Now the ball's going to get banged back up here. We're going to see right there's a bad place to throw a stick check to the point that he's almost beat. But once again, what's the midfielder see? Help on that side with the defender on his backside that didn't give up. He sees a defender here who is able to cover both of these guys, and these guys have their heads up. So he bails. Up to this point, it's been excellent defense. So I bet you can't imagine what's going to happen now that Reeves has the ball right here. This guy is about to kind of clear through. What's going to happen? Help does not come. Once again, Reeves gets the high side. Goal. Tied up, 6 up. All right, we're going to see another well-defensed alley dodge. And once again, it wasn't necessarily well-defensed. This guy did get beat a little bit, but he almost as if he got beat on purpose, and he's just riding that corner down. And as we keep saying, help is there. Backside help is there. These guys have this short up. This guy's ready. So it's poor spacing. I almost would have liked to have seen Morrill out here where he could have received a pass in space to get a shot off, but he kind of put himself in a bad position. There's the help. There's the recovery. Here comes another dodge. Down the alley. Decent defense. No need to go. All right, what we're going to see here is Reeves go. We can already see that the double is coming from this side. And it took a while to get there, but it is, and you can even see that this adjacent had kind of snuck over a little bit too. So what we have here is a man, Reeves isn't even fully aware this guy's about to come up and get on his backside. Reeves sees it finally. It's too late. He's going to try to feed down here. And once again, this player should have we always used to tell our guys, follow your helping defender, because then that's always naturally bringing you to the ball. So if you see your defenders helping, you should tail them, because if he would have been in this space here, and Reeves could easily hit a guy who was standing right there. He can't hit him where he is, but he tries. He throws it away. Cornell's going to come away with it. Here, coming back to the middle of the field, and you just see this midfielder just riding him perfectly back to the middle. Did not give him anything in here. He's playing him straight up, and he's playing him aggressively to the point that he wants none of it. Not to mention, he sees help everywhere. We've got help here. We've got help adjacent. You know, there's just nowhere for him to go. All right, here's another alley dodge. You see the help shows right away. And they've kind of got this bottled up. What this player should have done is came into space. He doesn't. There's nowhere to go with the ball. Excellent defense. Everybody's recovered. Reeves coming up the high side now. Help comes perfectly. They're going to pursue aggressive. Reeves does get the high side here, but that's all right. And now we're going to see the player who got beat is going to recover. It's just a very rushed and ugly possession because the defense is playing so good, it flusters the offensive players. And what we're going to see here is an excellent three-way slide. So we see players beat, down, but once again, they're beat to where they want them to get beat. We're going to see the help come. Help is there. You see that the initial double, so initially they're both going to try to get a whack in on them. That's excellent. We see this backside guy helping with the crease. We see the midi now getting back to his space. You see the pole literally holding his stick out, telling this midfielder where his responsibility is to make him get over. And we're going to see about a 20-second sequence here. Showing the help. Excellent defense down the alley. Going to try to bring it back high. Excellent defense up the alley. Now we see excellent help. Now we're going to get a little physical. Going to beat on somebody. And they force the turnover. And watch this excellent hustle just to get the hell out of trouble. Turn around, get out of trouble, get rid of the ball, and we have ourselves a clear. All right, here we're going to see a little bit of face-off transition. They're going to go to the rack here before Cornell is all set and back in their set. So we see the D on there. This midi didn't get back down to cover, and we see what is just a wide open, easy shot. We'll see everyone once again. There's no give up even where Cornell gets beat, so they contest it as much as they can. But just a beautiful save by Knight again. Knight was hot. As I keep saying, Knight was hot all day. He really did save Cornell whenever they did break down. And here we're going to see Jake Pulver bust the 10-man ride. Had to show that. This is just how good Cornell's defense was. Not only were they shutting down Yale, one of the most high-powered and effective offenses in the country, they're also scoring goals. They're going to score this goal, and they're going to score another goal in the fourth quarter to put this game away for Cornell. Look at this beautiful shot. We're going to get another angle of it after this. Oh, just a thing of beauty. This is the best angle. Look at that. Just put it on a rope. And here's an example. Reeves, he has the step. You see, there is no help here. There's nobody for days. I don't know why Reeves didn't just keep coming and get that shot off here. He's going to try to put this across crease. He's going to put this across crease. And once again, this is where your hot goalie. Beautiful save by Knight right there. Going to see it right in there. Look at that save. That is disgusting. Here we're going to see a right alley dodge by Tigh. Double comes, as it has all day. Backside help's going to be there. Tigh forces it. Turnover. And here we're going to see Reeves try to get back to doing what he was doing. We're going to see him dodge here. That's his spot. This time, though, it's the first time all day when he's come from that spot where he's kind of brought it up from X there, where we actually see the help get there. Reeves is going to try to feed the crease, but what do we see here? Help on the backside. Turnover. Dodge, he has the inside here. We've got help here. So he bails because he sees the help. He's a little dude. He doesn't want to get beat. And there we see an excellent dodge by Tigh. And then we're going to get converged upon by three guys because all day long Cornell's just been beating the hell out of people. Easy save. And at this point, it's just desperation time. Here comes the help perfectly. We've got backside help. Reeves is going to force the crease. Gets there. I think that's off the pipe. I believe they gave Knight the save for that. Oh, no. Yeah. Either way, though, he was in the crease. But that's the ball game right there. They let Reeves beat them in very specific spots, and they did not let him beat them in the others. They didn't let anyone other than Reeves beat them, though, is what's more importantly. They covered all of the shooters that Reeves had utilized all year long to boost his stats as well as theirs. They shut down Gaudet. They shut down Morrill. They shut down Jack Tigh outside of that goal he scored. It was just a perfect team effort out of Cornell.